Scrapbookers, this is Megan, and I am back today with my Kill Kit share for the month of June. I actually got quite a few layouts done this past weekend, and I don't think I'm done with this kit, but since we are starting a new month, I am going to share a new kit with you. So I'm going to show you everything that I have left, and then I'll show you the layouts and things that I made. So first off, I'm going to show you the papers. I actually cut into quite a few of them, but there are still a lot left. This was a 6x6 paper pad, so I cut that down a little bit and used that. I did use this. I think this was like, let's see if I still have it. I think this was like a 12 by, I don't know, 10 or something like that. And I did cut a little bit off of it and use it. No, you know what? This one actually I think was a full 12 by 12. So I did use quite a bit of that because I cut down and used it as a mat for a couple of layouts. So there's that scrap. Then let's see, this was a full 6x6 paper pad from Pink Fresh that I decided to cut into circles and half circles. Then let's see, I think I had 4 of these papers and I only have 2 of them left, I believe. So yeah, I used up half of those. Then let's see, I think I had 4 or 5, I think I had 4 6x6 papers that were from a different collection, and I used those, or 2 of them. Yep, see, there is one of them, and so I have that strip left from it. And then I had, let's see, I think I had 3 of these Pink Fresh papers, and I used up most of them. I just have some scraps. Here is a card that I did not use that was a 4x6 card. I did fussy cut 3 flowers out of this paper. And this was a scrap that I used, so I've got a little bit of that left. I just have that, which I'm just going to throw that away. I don't really keep my my border strips anymore. So then I have this Jelly Bean Soup Bowl of Dreams paper left. I almost used this side, but I decided to not in the end. I have this Maggie Holmes Gather Kate paper left. That one's still really pretty. I definitely will use it. I have this crepe paper from Oasis left. Maggie Holmes Gather Pure Joy. Then crepe paper Heart Day, I have this side left. I know I probably won't use that side. Crepe paper, this is Maggie Holmes Bloom, and then Maggie Holmes Gather. So I know I talked about scrapbooking some photos of my friend who is a ballerina, and I did not get a chance to print off pictures really of her. So what I'm thinking is, I will definitely come back to this kit and print off the pictures and everything. Then I still had these. I used this one a little bit. I definitely used this one because I think this was a full 12 by 12 paper, and I love that. This was also a 12 by 12 paper. So I've got a little bit of scraps left with all of those. We'll just throw these in here. I did not use this color or paper pad, black and white paper pad, but that's okay. I don't even know if I actually had this in the kit or if I just threw it in there after I started using it or something. But it's okay. It's good to have options. So that's why I decided to throw it in there afterwards. Okay, now let's move on to the embellishments here. So like I said, I did not use this. I definitely did use this Jennifer's Hand alphabet from Close to My Heart. I'm glad I put this in here. I think I used it on every single layout that I made. So I'm excited to show you. I did use this sticker here and this puffy sticker there. This is from the Maggie Holmes collection. I don't remember which one, but I did use that. Oh, here's another 6x6 paper pad that I did not end up using. I don't know why that was in with my embellishments. I did end up using quite a few of these papers on my layouts. I'm not sure if I had added this into my kit when I showed you guys, but I did add it later on, like after I filmed my video and posted and everything, because I did want more options for my papers, and I'm so glad that I added it because I actually used quite a few. So yay for that. Okay, I did use 1, 2, 3 of these bows out of the 6, so I'm very happy with that. I did use this stamp set, I think, once, so that was awesome that I had that in there. I think that actually goes in here. So we'll put that back in there. So I did use that. I did use this stamp, You're a Badass. I used that one once on one of my layouts, and I did use this on, let's see, I think I used it at least on 1 or 2. I don't quite remember. So I'm glad that I put more than one stamp set in there because I did use it. Okay, I don't think these were already gone, so I didn't use anything from this part of it, but that's okay. I used, I think, one of these Project Life cards, these 3x4 ones, which I seriously had a ton in there. So I am going to come back and definitely use this kit. So I'll just kind of bring this over here. Oh, you know what? I guess one of these had fallen off. So I only used 2 of these, actually. 2 out of the 4. So we'll just kind of stick that one back on there. But that's okay. That's still really good. Oh, and this came off. Let's see if I can get that off of there. I didn't use these. These were, I think, Maggie Holmes ephemera piece. And I did not use this butterfly. But I think I had quite, whoops, sorry about that. I had the whole sheet from this Maggie Holmes set. It's like the 3D embellishments from Flourish, I believe. And so I had the whole sheet, so I did use up almost all of it. I just have 2 pieces left, so yay for that. Those I just added later on. I didn't add sequins or mixed media or alphas because I just wanted to be able to pull for my stash for those things. So I did use these once, and I think I also used these mermaid tails, and I think there was a set of Spiegelmom scraps too, but I don't quite remember. I did use, I think, one of these bows on a layout, and I did also use these gold sequins. I used an ampersand. I did have an ampersand in here, and I believe I had 2 of these butterflies, and I used 1 of them. I didn't use any of the frames, I don't think. And I'm not quite sure if I don't think I used any of these tags. I did add a bunch of tags. I don't think I used them though at all. So those are still in there. And then I have this ballerina that's in there too. I'm thinking when I use this kit again, I'm going to add a bunch more sequins. I still do have a lot of the Maggie Holmes sequin, or not sequins, a lot of the Maggie Holmes ephemera and things. So I'm thinking I will come back and probably put in more ephemera since I don't really have a ton here to work with. So that is it for this kit. Now I will show you guys the layouts I made. Let me put all of this stuff back, and I'll bring my layouts. Okay, so one of the layouts, the very first layout I created, I can't actually show you yet, but I will post a sneak peek right here so that you can see kind of something that I played with and worked with for this layout. And seriously, this layout is just absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So I will make sure to come on and share that later in the month of July, because that one is for a design team post for the end of July. Okay, so this I actually made. this past weekend for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. This was just a little embellishment card cluster that I made for one of the challenges. I really liked that. I thought that was a lot of fun. I did pull from my stash on this one. These hearts did not come. I think they did come from an SNS kit or something. And then this twine came from my stash. So all of this actually was not in my kit. This actually came from an SNS kit too. So I think the only thing that came from my kit was this and the sequins. And then I did use my Tim Holtz stapler for that one. So that was a lot of fun. Then let's see, the second layout that I created with this kit was this one. And this one I did as a challenge for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And I absolutely love it. Here is where you can see I fussy cut out those flowers. And I used the pink fresh paper to kind of use that up. I did pull in, okay, so I had 3 sets that I pulled in from Spiegelmom Scraps. I knew there were a few of them. Let's see. If I can grab them now, I will. Yeah, okay. So I used 50's Sock Hop, which is one of my absolute favorites from the new collections this in the last month or so. Then Belle's Ball, I used yellow from this one because I wanted to add some yellow. And then Vintage Spring, I used some of the florals and then the greens that are in here. Remember, if you want to get 15% off, use my code. I will put it right here in the video for you guys so that you can use my code. It's just Meggy15, capital M, Meggy15. So those are the 3 Spiegelmom Scraps sets that I used, and I really love this layout. I did this one using a sketch, like I said, made by Sarah Scraps, and I did it live in the Secret Not Secret Kit Club group, and I just had so much fun doing this. This was the first layout that I had made in like 2 or 3 weeks, so it was awesome. This was on that Maggie Holmes cut apart sheet, the 12 by 12, and then here is where I used that kind of teal paper. And then I did some layering on the photos and everything. So yay for that. So that's layout number 2 with this kit. Then layout number 3, and this one, I love this one so much. When I started this layout, I was kind of like, I wasn't really sure if I would like it or not. But as I continued going on and on, I absolutely loved it. So this one was for a scavenger hunt, I think, and I will post all of these videos throughout this month. I have a process video for this one and then a process video for the next one, I believe. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll have more information in the process video. But we were supposed to use, or I think this is the grab 5 is what it was. So we were supposed to use stamps. So I did stamp my title, and then I also pulled from my stash, let's see, the remember stamp and the date stamp. I just stamped the date. And then this is where I used, this is so, and then awesome. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It does kind of blend in, but I kind of liked that effect. So this is where I used some of the 6x6 Maggie Holmes Flourish pad. So 6x6 paper and sequins. I used gold sequins. Rimeter trim. For the trim, I decided to use this, what is this called? It was this baker's twine, and this was actually from my stash. So I didn't pull this from the kit. It was from my stash, which was okay with me to add that. And then a stencil. I did use a Tim Holtz stencil on this yellow paper with some brown Tim Holtz, I think it was walnut stain ink. So that is my 3rd layout with this kit, and I really love it. This is Jonas at camp last year. So the title is just Campers and Counselors. These are just 2 group photos of him and his roommates at the camp with all the counselors. So I love that one. Then last, but certainly not least, this was a 30-minute challenge. So it was called, or this one was the scavenger hunt. And then this one was the grab 5. So the grab 5 was stamp, sequins, 6x6 paper pad, ribbon or trim, and then stencils. So that was the grab 5. And then the scavenger hunt that was hosted by Daisy this last weekend on the Secret Not Secret Kit Club group, she said she wanted us to grab 6 things. So one of them was something shiny, which I chose this tag to do my journaling on, and then also these sequins, and I did use the Mermaid Tails sequins from Cheeky Studio. Then, let's see, she told us to grab something with polka dots, so I grabbed this bag with polka dots, and I did leave it open, so I'm going to do a journaling tag to put in there. Let's see if I can remember all of these things. Something that somebody else picks from your stash. So Brennan picked out this sticker, the Yay sticker from the kit. And let's see, a stamp. I used the word watching in my title. So Watching Bunnies is the title. And I know there was some more things, but I can't remember. So this is the layout I made for her challenge, and I just really, oh, it did say the last scrap you used, which was a very, very cut up piece of this Maggie Holmes floral paper. So I just kind of stuck it in there as another layer behind the photos. So that is it for this kit. I'm so excited that I was able to actually use it. This scrap party for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club this past weekend was so helpful in getting me to use my kit. And so I'm excited to show you my new kit. I think I'll come back and show that to you tomorrow, and that'll be my new video for tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope that you have a great scrappy day. Bye!